Hi, I'm Rachel and I was a victim of bullying. And now I want to help others. I set up BeeU about 4 years ago, and the reason for BeeU is because I was a victim of bullying and I was fortunate enough to get through it. And working with people and meeting people through life, I've realised that a lot of people unfortunately don't get through it. BeeU is an anti-bullying and mental health campaign, and we came about because I was working with certain clients that are currently suffering with bullying, a lot of it via social media, and some of them unfortunately trying to take their own lives. We've come across something called the self-harm trend, which is where it was mostly children and teenagers looking at the best way to self-harm. They're competing against each other and they're trying to create artwork on their bodies through the use of needles, knives, all sorts of different, whatever they can get their hands on. With BeeU, we are trying to allow people to realise that they have a purpose and that everybody means something. And we want people to appreciate who they are. I always say in workshops, if everyone looked the same, it would be a very boring world. So it stands for be unique, be yourself, and inspire other people to, and compliment other people on the way that they are, rather than trying to find, I don't know, something negative about them. The future for BeeU is, with the money that we are donated, the money that we raise, we would like to open a small venue. And with that venue, it would be somewhere that had a sensory room. Lighting and music and quietness is something that actually comes with mental health. When people suffer from mental health, they find that, when I say quiet time, I mean away from social media, away from the television, away from other family members, some quiet music of their choice. Some people might not like the quiet side, some people might like something that's more rocky, but whatever suits you as an individual. Lights are quite a calming thing. So a sensory room, not just for children, but for adults as well, where they can come, they can do their work, they can come, they can just chill out, and it's a place where they can get away from things. But the one thing that we won't have will be internet access, so there'll be no social media allowed, no mobile phones allowed in the room. We will also be working with a psychologist, counsellor, to get them the help that they need professionally. Now, although people come to us, we do have people that give professional advice. I do a professional workshop, which allows people to see what we do and how I got through it, and games about how you would feel being a victim, how bullies feel, and by having the professional side allows us to go a little bit further. So if anyone ever needed any help, BeeU can do that. We're on Instagram, we have our own Facebook page, and it's just capital BeeU, like the Manchester Bee, followed straight away by a U. I will be working with a company called Street Stars, a filming and recording studio. They specialise in promo, video, all sorts of things, and we're hoping to make a special awareness video on mental health and bullying, which will go around schools, workplaces, for people to watch, and maybe they can look at and go, yeah, maybe I should be talking, maybe I should be getting the help that I need. That's where our future is now going. We'd like to bring out merchandise. We started with things like the earrings, the brooches for the bee, maybe a clothing line with quotes, inspirational quotes, which will allow people to feel special at all times. Unfortunately, bullying and mental health are two of the largest problems in the UK and probably in the world at the moment. I can't make massive differences, but if I can help at least one person a week, which is probably a lot, we are making that step forward. Last year alone, we helped, I think, about 11 young people and 5 adults. The children were finding they were being bullied about voice breaking, their choices of hobbies, what designer clothes they were or weren't wearing. And adults were finding that work partners, work people, work clients, employees were being too competitive, but to be competitive and take over, they thought that the way around that was to bully the other person. It's also to allow everybody to know that bullying happens to everybody. It doesn't matter how old you are, bullying occurs everywhere. The workplace, home, school, college. We find that a lot of men don't like to speak out. Some feel ashamed. I'm working with some incredible people, but I'm working with some incredible males as well that have been in really dark places with maybe drugs, maybe drink, bullying, mental health. And they also want to help other people and to inspire people that there is a way out, that there is an end, and you can be happy again and find that happiness within yourself. It takes time and it takes support, but companies like us are there to be your support. So if anyone ever needs any help, BeeU is the place to be.